Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale. If you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure.
You can tell just by his gut, this guy is a bona fide beer nut.
So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews.
Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. So I'm going to drink a beer that I've wanted to try for a long time. This is not a Trappist beer, but it's an Abbey Ale called Affligem Blond. There's a long, detailed description on the side. I'm not going to read it all. It's 6.8% ABV. I do like the cap on there, though. That's pretty cool. Alright, this is going to be one of the dirtiest looking beers I've seen. Look at that. It looks like a nasty, dirty fish tank. This is why I say appearance isn't that important, because I know Affligem has a great reputation. So as you can see, orange body, huge chunks of yeast sediment in there. About a 1 finger, white, foamy head. As for the aroma, yeah, typical Belgian blonde, kind of the greener fruit, especially white grape. A little bit of lemon peel. I wouldn't call it citrusy per se. Smells like it's going to have some spice in it too. So let's dig into Affligem. Well, it's definitely more robust and more hearty than the two Trappist blondes that I've had, which isn't surprising considering it's 6.8%. Not quite as strong as a triple, but similar. I mean, you could call it a Belgian pale ale if you want. Yeah, it's just like I said with the aroma, kind of a lemon peel, kind of a little bit of citrus in there, a little bit of white grape. Definitely not a sharp or tart body like the Chimay Doré or the Westmalle Extra. This is more full flavored, full bodied. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's peppery as a lot of the Belgian Trappists and like Abbey ales tend to be. It's not quite as intense in the mouth. This drink's more like, I don't want to say an American beer, but just not like a typical Belgian beer. It's leaving slightly dry, kind of like a doughy kind of aftertaste, like there's some thickness to it, and it's not just like dry chalk or whatever. I get mostly white grape on this one. A lot of the other ones I tend to get like green apple or green pear. Not so much here. Definitely, more white grape, lemon peel, maybe like a little bit of coriander in there. Not a particularly spicy beer. It's a more kind of subtle, subdued palate. It homogenizes really nicely though. So it's like a nice drinking experience overall. I'm drinking this on a very hot night here in New York, especially for this time of year. I probably wouldn't call it refreshing, but it's a nice beer to drink. I think it's kind of like the way that the body is, along with the 6.8% ABV, it kind of makes it like a perfect year-round beer. I wouldn't reach for this in Key West in July, but pretty much any other situation would be fine. Not very bitter beer, so it's not particularly hoppy. I just like the kind of fruitiness you get on this one. Usually most Belgian beers, by the time I get to this point, they're pretty complex. I'm getting new flavors. Not really doing that with this beer with Affligem. In fact, I don't even need to take a break. I'm just going to give this a 7 out of 10 right now. It's a good beer overall. I like the kind of lighter, greener fruit flavors. Finishes clean for the most part, but there definitely is kind of like a doughy, dry aftertaste. Drinkability on it is all right. I'm getting, since it has all the yeast in there, it's extremely carbonated, and I've probably been cutting out a few of my burps between swigs when I'm editing this. But, yeah. So, Affligem, I've been wanting to try this for a long time. Glad I finally got to try it. It's good. It's not great. There's plenty of other Belgian beers I'd pick over this one, but I don't think you could go wrong by picking up this one. Great starter Belgian beer for somebody who's never had a Belgian. Start with Affligem, and then you can work your way up to the Trappist beers and things like that. So, thanks for watching this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.